One and all, hope you had a nice weekend. So remember that we were really skewed on the market sentiment. We were minus 30, we're now minus 28. And what's going to probably happen, I think they might try and sell today, which would be annoying because then it would mean that this goes green and then it would just makes this worse. So we can't have the bears holding on and we can't have them add short. They have to leave the casino. Until they leave the casino, we're going to see unhealthy moves, all-time highs, and it's going to punish them to death. Basically, it's going to be a bear extinction event and they'll have to give up. So perhaps if we do rally today, that hopefully that will get them out, and we want them out. We don't want to see any more ape behavior at all. It's worth noting that the technicals have fallen ever so slightly. I just reset that score about 15 minutes ago, so we are falling slightly on the technicals, and the herd are going less short. Okay, so I don't know if they'll be buying up here. They might be. They are pretty crazy, but so they could be going long. But I think this is less short. They were really bearish, but they've got bullied out of their positions. Okay, so the Friday was mixed. It's very mixed day. Dollar's stronger. VIX is strengthening a bit. So that's worth noting. Indices are just green, red, so that's pretty mixed, isn't it? So difference from last week, which I forgot to do actually. Let me do that. I forgot to do that in the bulletin. So this is important because it tells us how we are now compared to last Monday, and we can see that they've added longs or less shorts on DAX. They were really skewed at minus 11. There's 11 people selling. There's now 7 people selling. So those guys, a small proportion got blown up there on DAX. Okay, so I remember I need to paste that into Discord. Okay, so that's the difference from last week. QDB scores are going to get reset. So let's have a look how we are today. Oh, that's wrong. Oh no. Yeah, it's worth noting gold's always at the bottom because it doesn't have a score, because we don't have the data for the live price or the pivot data. So NCAUNU at the top, and we've got GAENEA at the bottom. So this is fairly risk. This tells us a little bit risk on, doesn't it? And we can see we're pumped quite a bit on these, and we've fallen quite a bit on those. Oh, we've exceeded ADR. We've exceeded ADR in all of these ones. Oh god, that's crazy. All the cells, we've exceeded the cell limitation on the ADR. So I'll post this as well into Discord as well. So yeah, crazy. What's going on there? I mean, I know these were sell going by the QDB scores, but they really have fallen. So that's sort of note. It's robot time. We've got some dollar CAD positions, which might be okay. And while I'm here, the gold stop loss clusters are 2052 and 2016. Is it right? 2015. So SLC to SLC basically. So you know, you're targeting that. You're going to get a good risk reward. Probably not. You want it to get a bit higher first, and then you can project a better risk reward. If you were to sell it now, you're not going to get a good risk reward. So you want to wait for it to get higher, and then you're going to TP, because you kind of want to be selling it because we've got massive supply overhead, and we know that the COT data was quite bearish as well. We've got like a buy signal on the H4 on the oscillator, so you could wait for this to come up to the SLC above, and you're going to get a nice profit there. Okay, and I still got the dark theme. I didn't change it on the weekend. So I think what's going to happen is that they're going to sell S&P, which would be really boring. And so we're going to probably come down to the box and we're going to springboard off it, and then we're going to pump. But it's hard to say what they're going to do. We haven't got the sell, the buy yet. Sorry, we've not had the crossover. So they went long. Oh, so they're getting paid a bit actually. Yeah, they got paid. Yeah, that's interesting. That's really strange, because normally what happens, they get punished, but they got paid a little bit. So that is really interesting. So yeah, so be a little bit careful there. It looks like it could be not obeying the sentiment. It's probably looking at other things, but usually it's spot on. See, there's for example the buy. Now you could have bought in that candle, we really pumped. See, so a bit careful, be a bit careful with S&P. It paid the herd there, so that's a bit strange. I'd be a bit wary about that. US 30. Remember, we've got these demand boxes, heavy duty demand, because they'd sold it, and then they sold it again, and they went long and they got punished. That's fine. They sold, and so they're getting punished, which is fine. Now we're making a risky sell because they're going less short, sorry. So less short is then being bearish, but then getting out. So it's that move there. It could be them going long, but I don't know if you'd be buying it up here. Perhaps they might be, I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe we've got some new bulls coming in and they're looking to go long. If so, they're going to be very late to the party. Okay. Yeah, so that might, well, that should fall. Okay, so we should fall down to the support, DAX. And yeah, so they're going long when they're getting punished, which would be fine. Yeah, so we should be falling. And we were so skewed on this. Yeah, it got to like less than 8%. They were really, really bearish. And this is the point where they're thinking, well, where am I going to get out? I'm in huge drawdown. Oh my god. Kept pumping, huge pump, and it broke them at 17,000 potentially. But you know, you still want to be really, really careful because we're trending higher, and you don't really want to fight that trend. Okay, so that's today's video. Worth noting that we've really dumped a lot on these currencies down here, which is good because it tells us that the QB scores are working. And they've sold the New Zealand dollar quite a bit and haven't really done much in anything else. They've gone a bit long on CAD, they've gone a bit long on yen, they're going slightly long on dollar. And then the robot, we'll keep trundling along. I didn't make any changes, but if we need to make any changes, this week would be a good time to do it, because I'm not going to be doing any manual trades this week. I think I might just be monitor mode, so I'll probably have a look at the robot this week, I think, and see if we can make some adjustments. And that's it. So have a good day, and I'll speak to you guys soon. I wholeheartedly recommend fxsi.com and their indicators for MetaTrader 4 and 5. It's a 7-day free trial, so do have a look. There's no credit card required. You might be lacking in some sentiment awareness, analysis, and it does complement technical and fundamentals very well. Especially if you're very technical, you could be missing out on some sentiment, or if you're particularly fundamental, you could be missing out on some sentiment. This is like a sweet zone. It complements both, and it gives you a very strong bias about direction as well. So technicals are great for direction, fundamentals are great for direction, but the sentiment sits in between. Okay, and so perhaps if you're missing out on some sentiment awareness, these are the best indicators in existence in the world for that. And then you can have a look at this. You've got a 7-day free trial, and you've got your order book, and you've got your indicators, including the ratios, which are amazing. Just look at my videos on my YouTube channel and you can see how powerful the ratios are. And you can have a look. Just take your time. You've got 7 days to trial them, and if you don't like them, then that's fair enough. You don't have to renew, but we do have a code if you want to, and it's just the QDB code, and it gives you a 10% discount, and that's it. So have a look, see what you think, and like I said, it's a 7-day trial, so you don't have to renew, but I think you'll probably find you will renew afterwards, because the order book and the ratios and the stop loss clusters as well are amazing. The stop loss clusters are great because you know where to target. Okay, so that's where you take profit, where people get stopped out. Okay, and that's it. So just a quick plug for the fxsi.com, and enjoy your day.